Hey, how's it going everybody? Deviant Gamer here, and welcome back to another episode of TerraFirmaCraft. So, last episode, it's becoming nighttime, but anyways, last episode we just finished building this. We leveled the top of that hill, which is where we're going to be placing the house. This episode I'm going to work on figuring out the frame of the house, building maybe a path for the home, check out the garden a bit, check out on the animals. Looks like they have yet to have baby. Oh, they have a baby cow, but that was from earlier. But I mean like the new breeding babies. And also we'll show you, or I'll show you guys what this is all about and how to use it. So let's go ahead and make it daytime. I'll go ahead and start working on the framework of the house, and I shall be back. Alrighty, so here is my layout for the first floor. Basically, how I'm planning this to be is this will be the front door here, marked with a torch, and it's centered in here. So it's a one-door passageway instead of a two-door, and because there's 5 blocks on each side. Then I'm going to make a path somewhere down here, and the path will split off partway and go down to my farm. Probably another path will break down, and I'll flatten this area out and turn that into a huge version of this tree farm instead of a small version. And it'll also give me access to my mine there, which is pretty nice. Then somewhere, either probably that path or this path, most likely the front path there, will break off and go around the corner here, and this will go to my farm, which I'll be actually upgrading this farm, basically filling in the pits that I have them in right now, build an actual farmhouse and some pins, just fencing around the outside so that they have a little bit more roaming room. It'll be about the same size, but I think it'll look better. And I had somebody suggest to me in the last video that I turn this into a storage shed. So what I think I'll do is turn this place into my farming storage shed instead of like just a general storage shed, because I'm thinking for things like stone and that kind of stuff, I'll still keep it up at my house, like in a basement. But things like feed and extra fruits and vegetables and saplings and that kind of stuff will be all in here. And then over here, I'll maybe clean this out and turn this, I don't know if what I'll do down there. But turn this into like a extra wood storage place or something for all this wood. You know, do kind of a general plant-ish type storage area. But I think that will be good. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to make the basement for this house, because it is on this mountain. So I do have a limitation on area, and I have a good idea for it. I'm thinking I'll have it where this path will go down, so we'll have the the main doorway, and then it's already becoming night. We'll have the path go down and then break off maybe around here, and this will go off to that the garden area, because we'll have like some kind of pathway. I'll have to cut away at the mountain here, or make like a stairway that goes back and forth down. But oh, we have some something on the tree over there. I'm gonna pick that up. I'm thinking like right here where it's nice and flat, cut into my house and have like a little doorway, and it'll be kind of like a side doorway cellar type of design. It'll cut into the mountain here, and it'll be like just underneath here, so there won't be a way inside as far as my design is right now. Won't be a way inside to get there, but we will be able to get to it by use of the side entrance. Kind of like how a wine cellar would be back in the day, but usually they would also have an entrance near the kitchen, so that they could just go down that way and then use the exterior one for like shipping and deliveries and that kind of stuff. So I got some oranges, tasty. Alright, back to the house. Looks like my willow trees finished growing, which is nice. I'm gonna take my little scythe here and start whittling away at these things. I love these trees because they give me a lot of sticks and a good amount of saplings in return, so they're really easy to replant. And They give a good amount of wood too, which is really nice as well. The only problem is it's kind of a greenish wood, and that's not really the coloring I want in my house. I need to think about what type of wood I want. I'm thinking like a darker color would be nice for the walls. But I'm not sure. Also not sure quite yet if I want to do it more medieval style or more modern style. I'm going for more modern, I'm thinking, because medieval you kind of have to like build it so it's looks like it can withstand an attack. So, you know, the lower levels will be more stone, and the second level will be more wood, which is, you know, a nice looking build, but I don't think it'll work very well up on that hill. It just would, I think it would look too odd. So I'm in the middle still of figuring out exactly what kind of material I want for what, but I think we're good here. I'm gonna cut these down, and then we'll meet back again over by the farm. Alrighty, so I have all of this willow wood that I got from up there, and I went ahead and put a campfire in here. It's all burnt out, so it won't start a fire, but at least it'll get the preparation ready for when I do the charcoal. So I'm just going to fill this all up with as much of the, oopsies, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. There we go. That way I don't have the one of my inventory used up. But I'm gonna fill this up with as much as I can. If I get it all the way, I'm definitely gonna start another charcoal pit because I am running out. And a lot of the materials a lot of the metals, to be more precise, that I will be needing to cook up later on will require a lot more of the here. Because that's not completely full, I'm gonna put the rest right in here and fill this up eventually. But a lot of the newer crafts and metals require a lot of charcoal, and so definitely using that up extremely fast. So I might even have to upgrade that thing within an episode or two so that I can produce more charcoal at one time. And I'll probably start even a bigger willow tree farm or something so I can get a lot of wood at one time as well. Because my tree farm, for whatever reason, doesn't want to like grow very fast. It's kind of slow. Let's go ahead and check here. Also check the oranges, because you can always get more oranges within a couple days if it's within the season. Nothing. So I went ahead and harvested that. Let's hope that this is harvestable now. Let's see. Okay, good. So this is all harvestable as well, which is great. All but this, which is weird. What is that? Maize? I don't know what to do with that. I have an idea though. Alright. Also, you can check the mineral content. You can see that this one is almost all the way up top as well. That means it hasn't gone through a full season. But yeah, that's definitely drained that all the way down. And that's drained that all the way down. But that's okay. Because normally what it would be is all even, just like these, which would be a full season. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we do best, which is break things and replant them. I'm going to break all the carrots and replant them. I'm going to break all of the rice and the soy and the cabbages and all that stuff. Because I already know that these plants are all ready. It's just whatever that one harvest isn't quite yet ready. Whatever this one is, which I'm pretty sure is maize. And remember, unlike vanilla, you just can't right click and place. You have to actually get the seeds. So I'm going to check, do I have any carrot seeds in here? It would be under the C category, and no, I do not. I'm going to get all this out of here because I don't need, actually, I'm going to leave this in here for just now, just so it doesn't interfere with my replanting properties. But I do have some carrots in here as well, which is interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and replant all this, and we'll be back. And when we are, I'll show you what I'm going to use the new building, or not building, the new block setup we did. Alright, so it looks like these finally finished up. They're probably just a day behind. And I don't know if I'll be able to do this trick with such a high plant, but remember, if you have one of your scythe or sickle or whatever you call it, it'll break it in a 3x3 around the center block, so it'll go one on each side. And it makes it a lot quicker to break them all up instead of having to do it individually. Also, maize, unlike wheat and those kind of things, these you have to use the that and a knife to make the grain, and then the grain will give you the seed. These you just put in and you get the normal seed like usual. So I'm going to go ahead and grab 10 of those, even though I only need 9, and just put the extra in the chest. And that is that. Everything has been moved one over. This is going to be the rest plot, so basically nothing will grow on this plot or this season. So whichever materials this is missing, which seems to be, can never tell which direction's which. I think it's like A and a little bit of B, will hopefully grow back before this starts using it. So let's go ahead and clean out this stuff. So looks like I had a lot more maize than I thought. I thought I only had maybe 1 or 2 maize in here, but that's okay. Get a good amount of straw though from grabbing all this stuff, and I'm definitely getting a lot of green beans. So if you guys need a lot of food, plant green beans. They give you like a good amount per harvest. So I'm just going to carry a stack of green beans with me for a bit. And also, I noticed I actually had to make it daytime once more before I finished. Got an orange. So definitely check on your orange plantation too, because like I said, trees will grow fruit on them throughout the season. It's not like, okay, I harvested it once from this leaf, it'll never grow again. Well, that's not the case. It will grow, and you just need to just keep checking it throughout the season. Alright, so let's go ahead and I don't think I have most of this in here, but those that I do, sweet, I actually had all of them in here, which is really good. I really should make, I think that's what I'll do once I move everything out of here to the new house, is make a chest designated to 2 spots for each of the fruits and vegetables and grains, because that stuff takes up a lot of space really quickly, and it'll be nice to be able to quickly store it and not have to worry about it. Alright, so I need this. I also need this. I don't need that much. Come on, there we go. And I need this. Oh, I accidentally brought my hoe with me. That I didn't need. Alright, let's go ahead and go through the steps here of how you use this block. So basically, I want to call it a bellows, but it's not a bellows. Can't remember what it's called right now. I'm tired. I had a late day. But anyways, how you use this. Hold on. Bloomery. There you go. You basically put a stack of 8 coal at the bottom by using the shift click. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you can see, that fills up the whole spot inventory. Now I have a feeling that they made it so that it can be 2 taller. We'll find out. But basically what you do is toss in, minimum I believe is 8, max is 16 of the hematite or any iron bearing ore, and then you put in the same amount of coal for the amount that you're putting in. So I'm going to just throw this in here and throw that on there, and of course my magnet mode is going to pick it up. Let me turn that off. Alright. Wait. Did it go in? Because I don't see it in here. It went in. Okay. It's kind of weird. Okay. I'll call that a success. Because what it should do is it will basically absorb it into it, and then any excess that it can't use, it will toss back at me. And I swear that the magnet picked it up, but I guess it was just a visual glitch. But after you do that, you hit this with the fire starter, and then there you go. You'll see it kind of boils up to the top with this magnetic, or not magnetic, magmatic lava-ish. Fancy words, no word. And it'll be basically cooking up that iron. And it takes a while, just like any other furnace and kiln and all that stuff. And there is no user interface in this one, so you can't just hit it and a GUI pops up and it'll tell you how long it'll take and how much materials you put in or anything like that. You just gotta wait for it to finish. And eventually it will. And thankfully you can stay on it, you don't have to worry about burning. But it's becoming night again. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this cooking. And I shall see you all next episode. And we will see what materials gets crafted from that. So, as always, stay epic. This is Deviant Gamer signing off. Adios.